Hi, I'm Sarah Playter and I teach kindergarten here at St. Brendan. So I wanted to take some time today to tell you a little bit about myself and what our classroom looks like from day to day here in kindergarten. It is my first year teaching here at St. Brendan and I absolutely love the community here. I graduated from Western Washington University with my bachelor's in elementary education in the spring of 2020. And then went on to get my master's in elementary mathematics in the winter of 2021. And while I finished up getting my master's, I got a position here at St. Brendan working as an instructional aide, supporting classrooms. I was able to do a long-term sub for our reading specialist, and I also helped teach PE for a little while. And while I was here during that time, I really fell in love with the community here at St. Brendan, and I was fortunate enough to get a full-time teaching position this past fall as our kindergarten teacher, and I have truly loved every second of it. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about what our day-to-day looks like in kindergarten. In kindergarten, we have 3 rules that we follow in our classroom that are really important to maintaining a safe environment for our children where they feel welcome and happy to come to school. Our first rule is that we show respect. We show respect to everyone around us, our peers, as well as adults. We show respect. Our second rule is that we make good choices. When we have a decision in front of us, we make the best choice. If there's a piece of trash on the ground, the best choice would be to pick it up, not to leave it and walk by. So we really work on making good choices and then solving problems. In kindergarten, it's their first year of school and we're really working towards building that independence. So anytime that the student has the tools to solve their own problem, we really encourage them to solve their own problem and try to find a solution, whether that be a solution out on the playground at recess or in the classroom, where to find a pencil, giving them that independence that they can take ownership and solve that problem. So those are the 3 rules that we follow in our kindergarten classroom. During our day-to-day, in the mornings, we spend time working on literacy. During our literacy time, we call that our daily 5 time. So children spend time working on 5 different areas of literacy. The first one is they will spend some time reading to self. So they learn how to sit with a book. Many kindergartners don't come in knowing how to read, and that's okay. We talk about some different ways we can read a book, looking at the pictures, doing our best to make the sounds that we see, and we talk about those skills right at the beginning of the year. So reading to self. We also have work with a teacher, so we'll have students come in small groups and work with me, where I can give differentiated instruction depending on where they're at. It's really important to me to meet students where they're at. Every student comes in at a different level, and it's really important for me as their teacher to know that about them and be able to meet them where they're at. So they'll spend some time with me reading, working on our sight words. The third round of their daily 5 would be listening to a book, and they'll learn how to use technology to listen to a book. So that's learning those 21st century skills to be able to sit and use a couple of different applications to read or listen to some books. The 4th round of our daily 5, they'll spend time working on handwriting. Handwriting is something that's super important and we spend a lot of time on in kindergarten. They're learning how to form their letters and make sure they're writing them fluently. So by the end of the year, they're able to write thoughts without thinking about how to make the letters. They're able to get their thoughts out on the page comfortably. Writing, and then that last one is word work. So our 5th daily 5 center is word work, where they're working on different phonics patterns, different spelling patterns. They're putting words together, learning their sounds. So that's how we spend a majority of our daily 5 time. And then in the afternoon, we spend time working on math. We spend time working on those foundational skills of putting numbers together, taking them apart, learning our numbers, getting really comfortable with counting at the beginning of the year. We spend lots of time in math doing hands-on activities, playing games, really working in small groups, making sure that they feel comfortable with those numbers so that we can move into addition and subtraction later in the year. That is what we do for literacy and math. Those are the big chunks of our day. On Thursdays, we have the opportunity to go to Mass together as a classroom, which is a really awesome way to spend our time. We get to go look at the church and learn how to be a part of Mass. And it's a really awesome time for our kindergarten to learn that independence, sitting and listening and seeing different things that they notice in the church. That's what we do on Thursdays. We also are fortunate enough in our kindergarten classroom to have a full-time aide. Her name is Elizabeth Vandenberg, and she's been a part of the St. Brendan community for a very long time. She supports our classroom so much. She builds individual connections with each of our students and helps to make sure that they feel safe and welcome at our school. She works with them on handwriting. She spends lots of time getting to know our students. And we're so grateful to have a full-time aide in here with us. So that's a little bit about our classroom. Feel free to stop by anytime. We love to have visitors that we can show off to. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you.